two-dimensional figures. After watching this video, I will be able to identify and name polygons. A polygon is basically a shape that has a finite number of sides. The sides have a common endpoint, are non-collinear, which means it's not a line, and each side intersects exactly two other sides, but only at the endpoints. And then the vertex of each angle is also the vertex of the polygon, which means that there are multiple vertices. So looking at the image, I have a polygon labeled by all of its vertices, and then each side is basically a line segment. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and then wherever these line segments meet or intersect at the endpoints would be considered a vertex. So 1 vertex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this has 6 vertices and 6 sides. Vertices is just a plural for the word vertex. A polygon has to be enclosed and it must meet at the very endpoints. So on the left, I have examples of polygons, and on the right, I have all the examples of images that do not represent polygons because they do not follow the definition described in the previous slide. I can also label a polygon as concave or convex, and basically that means if any of the lines contain a point in the interior of the polygon, then it would be considered concave. Think of cave like inside. So if I look at the image on the left, this point would technically be inside the polygon. So this would be considered concave. However, on the right, all of the images, there is no point, no vertex that is inside the image, so it would be considered convex. There is also a special type of polygons which are called equilateral. Equilateral means equal, and then lateral means side. So equilateral would mean equal sides, or the same sides, congruent sides. So these little tick marks that we discussed previously represents congruence, and because all sides has one, that means all sides are congruent. And then it would have to be considered equal angular. Equal angular means equal angles. So looking at the image also has little tick marks on each angle. So all the angles are equal to each other or congruent. So this image is a convex polygon that is both equal lateral and equal angular, and this is known as a regular polygon. Any irregular polygon is a polygon that is not regular. So regular pentagon would be considered the correct name for this image. We can also label a polygon based by its sides. So looking at this chart, this is very important. You might need to refer back to this for the assignment. I can look at the number of sides the polygon has and identify a name, such as triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, and so on and so forth. After 12, we really don't give it a name anymore. We just put in the number of sides and gon at the end. So in this example, we want to name each polygon by its number of sides, then classify it as a convex or concave, and then regular or irregular. So this polygon has 6 sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sides means the polygon is a hexagon. Then we want to decide whether it's convex or concave. Well, here in this point, The intersection of these two line segments would be inside the image, so it's like a cave inside, so it's concave. Then to determine whether the polygon is regular or irregular, only convex polygons can be regular, so this polygon has to be irregular. Again, we want to see how many sides is the polygon in order to label it. So for example B, we will count the sides, and when we count, we come up with 8. So this polygon is an octagon. Then we want to decide whether it's convex or concave. Well, in this image, no line containing any of the sides will pass through the interior or the inside of the octagon, so it is convex. Then we want to determine whether this is a regular or irregular polygon. Well, we would need to have all sides congruent and all angles congruent, and it would have to be convex. So it is convex. Now we must determine whether all sides are congruent. Because of the tick marks on each side, they are congruent. And because of the tick marks on all the angles, then all angles are also congruent. So this is an example of a regular polygon. Now you should pause the video, try and answer the same questions for guided practice 1A, 1B, and 1C, then press play to see if your answer was correct. Pause your video now. Verify your answers for each of the 3 polygons, and if you have any questions, please ask during a virtual meet.